Hello, this is Mrs. Colburn, and I thought I'd show you a few tips for Word Job 9. Um, Direction number 8 says to apply small capitals, outline, and shadow. And so I highlighted the word personal finance here. And for me, I'm going to go up to my Format menu and format the font. On some of the other versions, you have it on your toolbar where you can get to this menu. But I'm in the font menu right here, and small caps right here, if I check that box, it will add small caps. And then it's also asking you to underline in a dotted bold, so I might choose this one right here, but the underline style is right here. Those two items can be found on this menu. If you go down to text effects, that's where you will find the outline and the shadow. I'm going to choose text line, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to choose a color to make a line around my words. I'll probably choose a light purple. And then I'm going to go to text shadow, and I'm going to click on the shadow box, and I think I will choose maybe a teal color for the shadow. And you can certainly blur it or change the size, those types of things, but I'm going to leave it as it is. And then I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to click OK on this menu as well. And you can see that it applied some things to my text personal finance. Now I'm asking you to go down and apply the same thing to Mrs. Colburn and Mr. Wall in direction number 11. And instead of going to the menu and doing 4 things for each of those words, there's an easier way. I can highlight personal finance once again, and then I can go up on my menu bar and there's a paintbrush. And I can click on the paintbrush, and then I can go down, and you notice there's a plus next to my cursor. I can go and highlight Mrs. Colburn, and it applies it to that text. Then to apply it to Mr. Wall, I have to go back up and click on the paintbrush again while I have Mrs. Colburn highlighted. And then I'm going to go down and highlight Mr. Wall, and it will apply it to that text as well. That's direction 8 and 12. Number 11 is asking you to create a border around this paragraph here. So you want to highlight topics include all the way through the exclamation point. And then you can go to Format, Borders and Shading. And I'm going to choose border, not page border, but borders. And I'm going to choose a box. And I'm going to, right here in the middle is where the color is, I'm going to choose a red color. And then I want the weight of that line to be 2 1/4, so I select that. So I have a box, I have the color red, and the width is 2 1/4 point. And notice it shows it here in this screen. I click OK, and it puts a box around that text. So when you're finished with your flyer, you also want to make sure that you have it spaced. There's about as much blank space at the top as there is the bottom. You can insert returns between text to get it spread out on the page, but that is Word Job 9.